We all love a good shop tour, and we love to get ideas from other people and see how other people operate. And right now we're going to take a tour of Ken's brand new shop that he's got under construction, as well as tour his existing home-based business. So maybe his new shop will give you some inspiration for the next step in your business, and his home-based business may give you some inspiration for how you can operate out of your home or continue to grow your home-based business. All that coming up right now on Successful Contractor.
I'm Mark Olson. Luke Gibson and I have a combined 50 years in construction as fence contractors. In that time, we have both experienced failures and success. We travel the country talking with other contractors who share their experiences in hopes that their stories can make you a more successful contractor.
Who cleared the land, you?
Took the trees down, then I hired an excavator. There was about 80 trees here.
So it looked like that.
In the early 70s, this was a Christmas tree farm.
And then they forgot to harvest them?
Then, yeah. So up here, let's see, we have a huge entrance. Basically everything this side will be outdoor displays.
Okay. So where are you going to put all your stuffs?
Behind.
Behind.
And in.
And in. So a warehouse.
So it's a little muddy here, but obviously you have the front door right here. And this will be a 24 wide by 40 deep office, restrooms, indoor showroom.
Okay. Pull through shop.
Pull through shop. Straight through.
So you have racks or something on either side of it.
And the office will be right here down. So, you know, me, I do a lot of residential, vinyl, ornamental. So this will probably be caps and small stuff on this wall. I do have two big picture windows to look out in the shop because I want to keep it clean. Don't want to hide it.
Have you seen Sean King's showroom? He's got a really nice showroom. I was impressed by his showroom. Thinking about stealing that idea.
It's not stealing it, it's using it. And then, so above the office, I'll have some storage area, little catwalk area.
So how far do you own all the way to the trees?
No, past the trees.
Past the trees.
With the little pink flag, hard to see.
So you can cut down some more trees and get more room if you want to.
Yep. But at first, right now, we're going to leave it like this. All this dirt will be used up. Where we're at now, we are 12 inches from finished grade.
Okay.
You can see where the door's cut out. That's finished grade.
So all this board's going to get covered up.
Except for 4 inches.
Going in here?
6 inches of concrete.
Yep.
6 inches stone.
Oh, I didn't even notice that is your
Competition.
That's your new one, huh?
Yeah. That used to be a competition truck, and I bought it from him. The semi was on the property, so we're using that for storage.
You own it?
Yep.
Came with it, huh?
Came with it. Same money.
Yeah, put up some nice cantilever racks or something. You have a lot of room for wood storage and vinyl storage and stuff. And so those are probably your two biggest ones? Wood, vinyl, and aluminum?
Aluminum and vinyl, then we'll get some steel pipe and stuff like that. I have an easement to this driveway here, so we'll put a gate there and have trucks and trailer storage, you know, backed in on an angle there.
Yeah. So how big is the building itself?
The building itself is 56 by 104.
Yeah.
With a 24 by 40 office in the one corner.
So
it's about
56.
56. Yeah, 5,600. And when we got the drawings done, we got it stamped and approved for a 20-foot lean-to.
So that's the next big step in growth.
That's a big step growth.
And how many crews are you running now?
We have 3 fence crews and 2 carpenter crews. Because rail, we do decking and railing.
Okay.
And so I have actual carpenters that do that.
Gotcha.
Nothing against a fencer, but it needs to be a little bit more accurate for fencing and railing, or for railing and decking.
Okay.
So
5 crews total?
5 crews total.
And how many people do you run on a crew?
On the carpenter crews, it's just themselves.
Okay.
On the fence crews, it's a crew too.
Okay. That's what we like to. I found that 2 is the most efficient.
Yep.
On industrial, what we'll do, big industrial projects, we like to double them up.
And then we're on this 840-foot job right now. I got 2 fence crews on that one.
Yeah, so you'll team everybody up and you get a big That's exactly what we do with commercial. 3's really bad because that third guy is he's a third wheel.
Yep.
He's always just standing around wondering what to do.
So obviously we have a raccoon problem here at Forever Fencing Rail.
So you'll be setting some traps?
Yes, ethical traps.
You can either set some traps or buy carrots, celery, lettuce, and just feed them.
Yeah.
Embrace it.
So there's the team break area.
Yeah, oh yeah. You guys. That's your meditation zone.
And you can see some of the big trees that we've taken down. I have them still over there.
What'd you do with all the trees?
Actually, you'll see the finished product is a lot of them were pine. We had some oaks. Cade's walking on oak now. Cherries, poplar, but all the pine I am getting. I traded the guy, the lumber guy. He actually rough sawed the pine, and it's actually going to go into the showroom and office area.
Like his tongue and groove or something?
No, it's just rough sawn,
okay.
And I'm going to stack it up on top of each other. I'm going to do a wainscoting of like a galvanized metal, then up, and then and like you say, you borrowed an idea from someone. A buddy of mine in Iowa has a brand new showroom, and he did it that way. I'm like, I like that.
So you'll have to make sure and put some pictures out on Facebook.
It's been a while. We had a couple areas of floodplain or 100-year floodplain, so that took some environmental studies, so that took some time, but we're rolling now. I'd like to be in here by September 1, and I don't see how that's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, usually things go up pretty quick. They just got to put metal on.
Yeah, metal is going to be installed July 13th. The crew's coming back to do that.
Real nice, Ken, real nice. Well, should we go look at something different?
Yeah.
That first shop is always kind of a milestone, you know, when that first location, when it's a real location, it's not at your house.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, this is over.
And this is going to be nice. Did you ever have your address published and have people show up to your house and be like, hey, I need a fence? So now they can show up here and you can actually check out a little bit.
My wife loves it
when still ring.
My wife loves it when people come to the door like, I need to buy this. But this will all be showroom right here.
So this will be, and you've seen what Sean King did with his. I like his.
So yeah, coming out of, I can tell people we're a 1/10 of a mile past the soccer fields. Everyone knows the soccer field.
Yep. And then you're going to have all that soccer traffic heading down this way. And a good visibility is super, super important.
There's a lot of parents that drop their kids off or sit there. They can come look at fence and daydream all day long.
So you did Facebook. You said you reached out to some of the builders and other trades that would kind of work alongside you, landscapers, pool companies, whatever.
Yep.
What other things did you do that kind of helped propel your business and really get it off the ground?
So our local county has a best of the best. So we just applied to do it. And, through friends and everything, sure, we got voted best of the best our first year. And I'm like, wow, we're doing pretty good.
Put you on the map, and I'm sure there's web
So there was a little bit of advertisement with that, but, the old saying, you got to spend money to make money.
Yep.
So, actually, I just got notified today I'm in the final round again this year. That if I win it again, there'll be 6 straight years I've won it. If you look, more flags.
More flags. Flags everywhere.
And then this fine homeowner here put them on the guardrail, which happens to be me.
Oh, look at that. That's America. That's real close.
Yeah, 8/10 of a mile this way or 9/10 of one the other way.
Which is important to be close to work. You don't have to drive forever. Now, does Mama work with the company, or?
Yes.
She works with?
A little bit. She's going to be doing a lot more when the net's open. So originally, this was a 24 by 24 garage.
That used to be the garage turned into, looks like we got pigs in there.
Ducks and geese in this one.
Smells like we got pigs in there too.
4-H.
Yep, it smells like a show barn.
These are 4-H projects, and they will be in the freezer soon.
Turkeys and ducks.
And geese. So 2016, I added on 12 more feet and went up.
Yep.
And that was Forever Fence and Rail storage unit.
Huh. You must have re-sided this too, because the walls
we
are old.
we took the front wall and the side wall out.
I see a post pounder up there.
Yeah, that's one of the few. That's Xander, that's Mark.
Hey, if you're going to be on camera, put a shirt on. Jeez, get
I'll get it next
decent.
time.
Just got my new Lawson equipment driver
Oh, yeah, okay.
with no auger because they back ordered it.
Bunk treated pickets.
3/4.
I hear these are hard to find,
They
huh?
are. I started out with 4 and that's the last one I
Get
have.
kind of skinny around here.
And then all my MT attachments. Not a lot of people realize that MTs have attachments.
Yep. You even got a brush hog for it. All the augers.
Trencher, gravel bucket, breaker bar, forks. Obviously I got a fence hog over there
Where's that at?
around the corner behind the truck.
Oh, we better go see that. The fence hog for the MT.
Yeah. Just picked it up the other day, gonna get it used next week.
Brand spanking new from Easy Grout.
Yep. I got
Easy
the chain
Grout
link-
MT.
Got the chain link and the high tensile attachment.
Yeah, so you got the stretcher bar that goes with it.
Yep, both of them. Yep. Because I got the.
This is a chain link one.
Yep.
Right here, this flips around. It's
And then
kind
I
of
got
hard to see.
And then I got the high tensile.
And this one, right there, you can drive your wedges in.
Yep.
But you know what they need to do is they really need to get with strain right and use the strain right style, because that strain right style is way nicer.
Yep.
So if you're from Easy Grout and you're watching this, just a suggestion: strain right wedge boards are
10 times better.
they're pretty awesome. So you're excited to use that?
Oh yeah.
That'll beat rolling it out by hand.
Big time.
People don't realize how much time and effort and energy that saves.
My guys already said, "You spent how much?" I said, "Wait till you do the first job. You'll be thanking me."
My guys say, they don't tell me, they don't ask me how much stuff costs. They're just like, we want it. If it makes my life easier, get it here. What are you waiting for?
So I've always offered to my AFA friends and other fence friends the free stay in the
Oh, this is the, if you want to come and visit Ken and hang out for a while, this is the
1994 Terry.
Throckmorton RV Resort.
Yeah.
So,
We don't have the air conditioning on now, but we do leave the light on for you.
oh hey, what do we got
So
here?
2017,
Let's crack it.
I built this. Got out of the basement with my office.
You got out of your mom's basement, is that what you said?
No, this is my basement.
Oh, your basement.
You know any of those guys up there?
Look, you meet these guys, people you know. Little fence sign collection.
This is my wall of fame, and over here is my wall of shame.
The wall of shame. This is all people's fences that you've taken down.
Taken down and repaired. Oh, and then the important office that's a mess right now.
This is where all the magic happens.
This is where all the magic happens.
Look at all that. Very accomplished. Some awards.
Those are all digger
Digger
awards.
specialties.
Got one AFA award.
Group sales award. Largest percent of growth. Rookie of the year. Chapter President's Award from the AFA.
And then my 3 certifications.
Yep, you got Certified Fence Contractor, CFP, and then your CAGSD.
And then 2 pro awards from AFA on the countertop.
These must be all the kids you support in the auctions, huh?
Yep,
Pretty active in your local community. Do you think that helps your company?
it does. I've been at places and said, "Oh, you support a lot of the 4-H kids, you know. Thank you." And
And then you're high school because your kids are in sports, so you
Yep.
got that on your sleeve.
yeah, the little high school emblem. And then you know, it's funny. I buy the Reserve Grand Champion Dairy Goat, and people are like, "Why do you buy that?" Well, one, I'll tell a little secret. It's $400, and you get on the Grand Champion and Reserve Grand Champion billboard that's in front of the sale barn. That throughout the whole week of the fair, a lot of people walk by. Right about eye level is Reserve Grand Champion Goat, and it says Forever Fence and Rail every year.
I think the Grand Champion steer will cost you like, geez, 12 grand.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
that's why I buy the goat, because it's
The goat,
400,
yeah.
and then I turn around and donate it to our county home.
Yeah.
Pay for the processing, but yeah, these are the animals I've bought over the years and helped the kids out. Now he's YouTube appropriate. No, that's Griffin. Griffin was excited because he's like, I'm like, Mark's coming. Mark? Who's Mark? WY flag guy? He's coming?
So that's me. There's more. There's good videos coming. How old are you?
16.
He's going to be our warehouse manager. Because right now, if I say, hey, I need this, he'll get it because I don't have a clue where it's at right now. And then I sat down Xander and I said, you're getting ready to graduate 2020. Didn't have a clue what he was getting ready to go do. You know, he was smart. He goes, hey, Dad, you know, you're doing all right. You know, you're having a good living. But if I come back and try to join Forever Fence and Rail, it's going to be my hand in your pocket also. He goes, you might not have as good a living as you are. Then first I asked him, who are you? And why are you talking like an adult and grown, you know, someone that knows what you're talking about? But he made sense, and so now's the time. If we're going to grow, we're going to grow and get it big. You know, I'm suggesting he goes to at least a 2-year school for business management. And then, you know, he's out right now installing jobs. And he knows that he's not going to come out of college sitting at a desk anywhere. He's going to be in the field for probably 10, 15 years.
And he can help you grow to the point where it supports 2 people, and then he can.
Yeah, maybe his brother too, 3. And then
you got a lot of workers coming up.
Then the third son, when he's not playing Xbox, he can help too.
No, he's still not wearing a shirt.
Do you need a new shirt?
What's one word to describe Forever Fence and Rail? One word.
Quality.
In the next episode of Successful Contractor, we'll sit down and do an interview with Ken where we talk a little bit about some of the challenges that he's had, some of the pitfalls that he's ran into, and really get into some of the nitty gritty and things that he's found out along the way from transitioning from being a chef all the way to owning his own successful fence company. So stay tuned for the next episode of Successful Contractor with Forever Fence and Rail. And until then, you have a good dang day.